talking about the Titans here. The Titans.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone. It's gone. It is bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe. Go follow.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with Eric, Brendan, Dalt, and Ballpark Tommy. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
This team is a fucking joke. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, man. Like, this team is honestly, it's such a fucking joke. And I said this the other day that I wasn't expecting much from this Mets series. Like, I knew with the struggles that they were having with the bullpen and just with the offense that the Mets are just a better team. I said it the other day when I was by myself. So if any Mets fans are watching and you don't believe me, go back and watch the post-game show from 2 days ago. But, like, this team is just – it's a joke. It's honestly a joke. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to rant about today. But I just, like, I have no energy to really open this show because I'm just, like, irritated.
Yeah, right now the Phillies are turning into the Sixers for me. And I hate to say that, where it's just like, you know, they're going to suck and you don't want to put your energy into it anymore because there's just no direction with anything. Like, you just know you're going to watch Aaron Nola give up multiple home runs. You're going to watch the whole offense just swing through every single pitch. You're going to watch a bullpen give up another home run in a big situation with a fastball right down the middle of the plate to one of the best players in baseball. It's so annoying and constant. It's just like, how can I keep watching this? I mean, you have to be insane to go in to watch a Phillies game now and, like, want to have fun, because it's not fun watching this team at all.
No, it's not. And I'm just, like, legitimately irritated. For anybody that – okay, let me start off by saying this because it's going to lead us into our first topic. For anybody saying that Aaron Nola is actually a good pitcher, I really want you to, like, go into your bathroom right now, right? If you're watching on your phone, take this into your bathroom, stand in front of the mirror, and look in the fucking mirror and ask yourself if you really believe that Aaron Nola is a good pitcher. Please, for the love of God, because I've been saying this for the past year and a half since we started this post-game show, that Aaron Nola is an absolute bum. I can't stand him. I hate him. I think he's one of the worst pitchers besides Taijuan Walker on this starting rotation. I can't stand him. I understand that, you know, he was at a time the Phillies ace. I get it. But his velocity is down. He's literally sitting there on the mound every time he pitches. And Chris, I think you said this too in the group chat. He's on the mound screaming "fuck" every time he's pitching. Like, I don't know if anybody else heard that, but he's grunting every time he pitches. It just seems like his velocity's down. It seems like something is wrong with him, in my opinion. Like, I don't know if it's his shoulder. I don't know if it's his elbow, if it's mental. I don't know what it is, but he just sucks. And, like, every time he goes out there, I've said this on the show, you got to bring your sub rolls because he's just serving up meatballs. He's not serving up. He's not having a baseball in his head. He has like a big giant meatball. And I'm sitting there, you know, with my family earlier, and they're like, fucking, you know, we're in New York, but we don't need to embrace the Italians in New York with serving up meatballs. dude, he's terrible. And he's here for what, 7 more years? I can't mentally take 7 more years. By the time those 7 years are up, I'm going to age 50 more years just because of how terrible he is. But Fratty, you're on, man. I didn't realize that you had joined. Fratty, what did you think of Nola, dude? And then I'll give it to Chris.
I was kind of watching the game while I was out tonight. Listen, I'm getting sick of the same old thing every year. From not only Nola but from the Philadelphia Phillies. I mean, let me say this: with this team there's no consistency at all. Uh, you wait till the ninth stinking inning to score 4 runs, then you don't do anything the whole game. Uh, Even Castellanos too. You couldn't even make us be joyful tonight, Castellanos. I mean, come on now. I mean, everybody is just. I can't even put the words out. This is bad. I mean, I'm tired of. I mean, it's been 17 years since we won a championship, and I can't take another year of this slop because uh, I'm gonna be 40, 50 years old at the time the Phillies win another World Series, and I can't wait another 20-something years.
Yeah.
For a franchise that's been around for 140-something years, I can't wait anymore. So I have nothing much to say in the intro there. I can't. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. But Chris, what do you think of Nola and like this whole contract situation, this whole situation starting off the season?
I mean, it definitely sucks. I really don't think Nola wasn't great tonight, obviously, but he wouldn't say he was bad either. Rob putting him in their 7th inning, like that was the dumbest thing he could have done. Like, when Nola is towards the end of his line, he's done. I don't know why he always tries to stretch him out another inning, but that killed this team tonight. If Nola, if Nola gives you 6 innings, 2 runs, you'll take that every single time out of him. I know it's not necessarily ace or whatever, but you'll still take that in a game you should have won. But then you put in that piece of shit Jose Ruiz, doesn't belong on a team at all. He doesn't belong as a major league player and gives up another absolute nuke on a pitch right down the middle of the plate. One last thing I want to say about Nola, the dude just doesn't get run support. I think they've scored 5 runs all year in 5 starts for him.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they should have won all 5 games, but it does suck to not have any run support at all as a pitcher. Like, it's definitely easier to pitch when oh yeah, maybe I can make a mistake here and it's not that big of a deal. Like, a couple solo home runs shouldn't kill your game. It's not great, but it shouldn't kill you either. And it has been for him.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, I feel like every season the Phillies just put all the pitchers' names into a hat. They shake it up a little bit. They draw a name, and they're like, all right, this year, you're the guy that we're just not going to have any offense behind. Because I feel like last year it was more so Taijuan Walker, and this year it's kind of converted into the whole Aaron Nola, we're not going to have any offense. But then again, the Phillies offense as a whole just sucks in general. So maybe it's, I don't know. But Aaron Nola, 0-5 on the season, does not have a win at all. 6.1 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, 2 home runs. ERA is a 6.43. Followed by him was Jose Ruiz, which again just fucking sucked. I mean, you came in and you had an opportunity to keep this at a 2-0 game, and you just absolutely blew it. 0.2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run. It is earned. No walks, no strikeouts, 1 home run, 6.75 ERA. And then Tanner Banks. Tanner Banks actually kind of looked decent today. I mean, he struck out all 3 batters he faced in the 1 inning. No hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts, 2.70 ERA. So, like, other than Jose Ruiz and Aaron Nola, I mean, Banks looked fine. I really thought he looked fine. And then Aaron Nola, I mean, again, I can't sit here and defend Aaron Nola, but I will say this: we made McGill look like a goddamn Cy Young winner with 10 strikeouts. I mean, they just could not hit off of this damn guy. They couldn't hit off of him.
It's every single time they face him too. Like, I mean, I guess he's an okay pitcher, but he is not Cy Young like every fucking time they face him. Seems like any time they face one of these, like, I don't want to say like mediocre pitchers, but let's be real, he's a mediocre pitcher. Phillies just can't hit him. The Phillies just can't hit him in New York, and it's got to do with Kevin Long. It's the damn approach every single time. And I saw it multiple times tonight with Alec Boehm. The guy gets buzzed up and in. One, he gets hit the first. He got hit, I think, his first at bat, maybe his second at bat. Then the next at bat, he gets a pitch up and in, nearly hits him. Then he hits the first pitch after that. He swings at and a weak fly ball to right field. And then the next at bat, he gets buzzed up and in again and swings at the next pitch right again. What are you doing? Take a couple pitches. The dude's obviously got no control.
He doesn't have any control. And I think what irritates me the most, and we kind of talked about this before we started the show, was that there were so many decent pitches just right down the middle of the plate. And they're just staring at these pitches. I mean, I look at Kyle Schwarber's strikeout in the third inning. He had 2 decent pitches in the middle of the plate. Looking at JT Realmuto in top of the 6th, again, had a really decent pitch 2. I mean, it was a cutter, but right over the middle of the plate. Trey Turner, 4 pitches in the 9th inning for a strikeout. So, again, like, they're swinging for the fences. They're not playing small ball like we've seen the past couple of days where it actually works. I mean, they scored, 11 runs the other day against the Marlins. Granted, it's the Marlins. They absolutely stink. But, we've seen what works. We've seen what doesn't work. What works is when you're patient, you let these guys get tired, work up their pitch count, and walk you, or you just play small ball. And, Bryson Stott at the end had that home run at the end. I really didn't expect it. I don't think anybody did. Made it a 5-4 game. But then you have Bryce Harper come to the plate and just wants to swing at everything. I mean, I looked at his pitch by pitch, and he's just swinging at shit in the dirt, swinging at shit that he just shouldn't be swinging at. So honestly, again, I feel like we say this almost every other goddamn day on this show. Kevin Long just needs to go. We need a new face for our hitting coach. Kevin Long, I think, needs a change of scenery. It's not working. And I have friends who are Mets fans, Matt Baer, JJ Segalo, if you're watching this, whatever. And, JJ especially, sitting there asking me, why are you bitching? You're 13-10. Why are you bitching? And I've seen fans, I think, Chris, you've seen them too in the comments on here, asking us, why are we bitching? Again, we have every right to sit here and bitch and whine when it's the same shit for the past, 4 years now?
Mm-hmm. Well, and I had it from one saying, well, I made a comment where I'm like, yeah, Rob Thompson's been a 600 manager, but he could very easily be a 700 manager. And somebody's like, well, that means they're still winning. I'm like, yeah, but the difference between 700 and being the best team in baseball to where they're at is huge. And it's just little decisions that he makes every single night that winds up hurting him. Now, if they put out somebody else in the 7th inning and start that inning instead of Nola, do they win the game? I don't know, because the offense wasn't hitting. But I know that they are at a much bigger disadvantage as a 5-0 game as a 2-0 game.
I'm going to say this because, this kind of leads us into our next topic. But I just think that if this team continues to be the caliber that they're at right now, where the offense is absolutely terrible. The bullpen, again, is absolutely terrible. I mean, they've won, I think, in their last 9 games, they've been 2-7. They've only won 2, and they've lost 7. So I just my thing is that, again, if this is what we're going to see for the rest of the season, and granted, I mean, it's early. I hate using that excuse of, oh, it's only April. Oh, they'll figure it out. I feel like it's just a dumb excuse. I feel like it's absolutely stupid because these games in the beginning of the season, I've said it before, when you really look at the big picture of things, the games you're losing now are going to matter in the long run. Because if, let's say, the Mets win the division by a game or 2 and the Phillies are right behind them, you're going to look back at this series with the Mets and you're going to be like, okay, we could have easily fixed some things and won these games. So right now, and I'm curious to your guys' takes, I don't think this team is a playoff team. I really don't. I don't see them making the playoffs. And if they do, I see them being an easy first-round exit in the wild card. I don't know who they would play right now in the wild card because, granted, it is early. But, I mean, if this is what we're going to expect, I don't see them being a wild card team. Fratty, what do you think? Do you think this is a playoff team?
I think this is a playoff team, but not by much. And I said this to some people on my Facebook page, and they were like, hey. They were like, oh, yeah, this team's going to win. This one guy, his name's Michael, and Michael, I'm not going to say your whole name to call you out, but Michael O, whoever, Cotton Candy, they call him. You said this team was going to win over 90 games. I said to him, this team is only an 87 win team. I am not over exaggerating saying this team's winning over 90 games because I don't think this team. I kind of figured in the way we're playing right now, I don't think this team's a 90-win team. I think this team is 87-win team, and it's going to be like 2022, where we barely slip into a wild card to get maybe the 5 spot, I think. So I still think we make the playoffs somehow, but I don't think we're not going to get in by much if we do make it.
Yeah, right now they're not even a playoff team looking at the standings. I think for them to make the playoffs, a big change needs to happen. Whether that's firing Thompson, whether that's trading a guy, and flipping the culture around in the locker room, whether it's firing Kevin Long, whether it's firing somebody else. I think there needs to be some type of jolt to this team for something to happen. They're still obviously a very talented team. Like, you still look on paper, they got everything they need talent-wise to be a very, very good playoff team. Are they a World Series team? I don't think they're even close to that. But they should be a playoff team still. Whether it's going to happen or not, I don't know.
I will say this, kind of piggybacking off of your point. I think that the front office is really soft when it comes to certain decisions with this team. Like Brandon Marsh batting, what is he, like 0.9 now, right?
Yeah.
Like, he should have been sent to AAA a while ago, and now he's on IL. Jordan Romano just has not had a good start. I feel like you should have cut your losses and DFA'd him. I feel like, honestly, other teams, like, I look around the league and other teams cut players for smaller things, or they send guys down for smaller reasons. And I just feel like the Phillies, which, granted, I mean, you don't want to be that organization that cuts guys easily or sends guys down easily, because it's just not a good look for the organization. But I feel at this given point and at this given time, you really need to send a message that we're not fucking around anymore. Like, you've had season after season lately where, again, like Chris said, on paper, this is a really good team. They are a really good team on paper. But you still just can't get the job done after I mean, like last season, you had the division handed to you on a silver platter. I mean, the Braves were injured. The Mets made a really late run, and they just couldn't catch up in time. I just like last season, I felt like we should have done a lot more than we did. And after last season, I felt like people should have been fired. I felt like Kevin Long should have been gone. Rob Thompson, I don't think was deserving of that extension that they gave him. But you kept Kevin Long because you supposedly, I'm going to put air quotes around this because, all these reports came out and then they said that they didn't even pursue him. But you kept Kevin Long because you wanted Juan Soto and then, you didn't get him. But apparently you didn't even try. Rob Thompson, again, I just think is an absolute tool bag. I can't stand him. I don't think he's a good manager, but people are going to disagree with me. I think this team needs a complete overhaul, and the front office doesn't have the balls to do it.
Yeah, well, and I think a lot of it is that front office should probably go too. I mean, what has Dave Dombrowski really done? Like looking back at it, what has he done? All his trades have been very, very mediocre, if not bad. He's traded away some top tier talent like Logan O'Hoppe, and just all the trades have been terrible. He hasn't really. I mean, he's given money out, which is basically just Middleton writing a blank check to some of these guys. What is Dombrowski done at this point? I think he should probably be on the chopping block as well.
No, I agree with you. The only GM that we have that we can rely on is Howie Roseman. I mean, like,
can you run everything?
Everybody else in Philly is just absolutely terrible. But Fratty, I mean, I'm curious as to your take, and then we'll kind of lead this into our clown of the game. Do you think that we should be firing anybody? Like, do you think this team needs to make a statement?
One thing's for sure, and I think I know a lot of people may agree with me with this one. I would hope that maybe John Middleton will have the guts to step down as president and somehow be the GM of the Phillies, because it seems like he would make the better GM than being the president of the Phillies. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it for a fact because just going back to 2019, he really played a huge role in us signing Bryce Harper. It wasn't the guy who was in charge. It was really him that was really played a huge role, and he was kind of playing GM role. So why not have John Middleton be the GM?
Hey, I mean, I could see it, but can I just say something real quick? And Friday, I don't mean to cut you off, but Chris just sent this to me, and it kind of pisses me off. So in the post game, they asked Thompson if he's concerned about Nola's velo, and he said it's more due to weather. Doesn't think he's going in cooler weather. It won't stay like this, and he'll pick it up. Can I just say how fucking stupid that sounds? Like, let me just break this down. You're saying that you're not concerned about Nola's velocity because it's just the colder weather. Does he not fucking realize what the weather is like in October? If we're concerned right now about Aaron Nola's velocity and him looking like absolute dog shit when it's, not even it really was not that cold today. I went out in a t-shirt. I mean, I have the Super Bowl champion t-shirt on. I went out in shorts. I was perfectly fine. If you're going to sit here and tell me that Aaron Nola can't pitch in weather that is spring weather, he's going to look like an absolute piece of garbage come October, if this is what you're saying. I can't. This is another reason why I hate Rob Thompson. And I get it, as a manager, you're not going to just come out and say, oh, these guys fucking suck today. I get it. As a manager, you're not going to say that. But, you could just come out and say something along the lines of, yeah, Nola just didn't look great today. I don't know what it is, but we're going to work on it. He just did not look great, and he hasn't looked great since the beginning of the season. Like, you can come out and say it in a way that's not degrading to your players, but I need you to just be honest. Like, just straight out be honest. Like, I'm sorry, but Aaron Nola's velocity sucks. I don't think he's topped, or I don't even think he topped 95 today. And isn't his like normal velocity? His normal velocity is above 95 or around 95.
It's like 94, 95. It's more it's the ho hum bullshit all the time. It's like, no, we are not fine. This is not fine. This is the same bullshit over and over and over again. What the fuck are you going to do to figure it out? What are you going to do to fix it? And if it's not fixable, change something else.
I just Rob Thompson is he's a complete and utter
bitch.
I think he's a dumbass. I really do. I just like I can't comprehend some of the things he says in post games. Like, last season with Taijuan Walker, it was every single time it was, oh, he looked fine. Oh, his velocity was just a little bit off, but we'll fix it. Like, every single time that something goes wrong, he just does not man up and own it. He just doesn't. And again, I get it. Managers can't really do that. But there are things that you can put into verbiage without straight up saying this team sucks. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But I will say this, my clown of the game, this is going to be the last thing that we talk about, is Jose Ruiz. And I kind of want to talk about this. I mean, we talked about it a little bit earlier. This bullpen in general is just, they're clowns. I mean, like, they're absolutely terrible. They've stunk for the past couple games. Dave Dombrowski just does not know how to trade for guys who can make an impact. He loves his washed up receivers, his washed up outfielders. And that's that. I mean, Jose Ruiz, Romano, who else am I thinking of? I mean, Tanner Banks is kind of okay today.
Kirkering sucked yesterday. I still have faith in Kirkering.
I feel like he was due.
Yeah, there's got to be somebody that's like a go-to guy in a situation like this where there's two guys on. You're like, okay, he can get me a couple outs. Or even, all right, he might not get me all the outs, but he's also not going to give up a 3-run home run. He might give up a base hit and get out of the inning. And all right, well, it's 3-0 and not 5-0. They need somebody you can rely on out there besides Strom and Alvarado, who should just be clean inning guys. And I just don't know who you can trust right now. There's just nobody you can trust.
I'm going to pull up this comment from Abe. But Abe, I appreciate you saying the Phillies are good. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so either. I will say the Mets are a really good team. I'm not taking that away from the Mets. I mean, as a overall baseball fan, like, the Mets are really good. As a division rival, obviously I'm going to say the Mets suck just because it's a division thing. But overall, as a logical baseball fan, I mean, you guys are really good. Like, your starting rotation for your pitching is really good. I don't think you guys have let up many home runs so far this season. Your bullpen is lights out, unlike ours. I think that overall the Mets are a better team, but I'll just leave it at that. But Friday, did you have anything you wanted to add before we close it out here?
My clown of the game, I'm going to have to say, is the Phillies offense up until the 9th inning. The whole Phillies offense for not doing anything, not putting up any run support for the pitchers, and scoring runs in garbage time, which pretty much, I know people are going to say, oh yeah, at least they tried, at least they showed some heart, which was kind of true at the end, but that really wasn't enough to beat the Mets. And if you think about it, we should have lost this game by like 4 or 5 runs, if you think about it, because Juan Soto's home run didn't count. It almost counted, but
It was like
got
this
pulled
close.
back. But we should have lost this game by more runs. But either way, you slice the pie. Uh, can only hope that tomorrow's better. But the New York Mets seem to be our kryptonites. So, I mean, we used to I remember the days we used to own the Mets so much. Back in the late 2000s when their fans cried like babies when they were blowing leads. But now it's a different story. It's not like the old days anymore. So,
I mean, overall, we have the better record. But since, the past couple of years, I mean, I will say they do beat us more than we beat them. So congratulations to them. But looking ahead into tomorrow's matchup, we have Christopher Sanchez going against Griffin Canning. Christopher Sanchez, left-handed pitcher, 2-0 on the season, 2.96 ERA with 31 strikeouts for the Phillies. And then for the Mets, it's Griffin Canning, right-handed pitcher, 2-1 on the season, 3.43 ERA with 21 strikeouts. So overall, should be a good matchup tomorrow, pitching-wise. We'll see what happens. It's another 7:10 start, so it'll be another later start, not too late, but not too early either. So we'll be back here again tomorrow with another Phillies post-game show. And if I'm taking anything from this game, Juan Soto, 0 for 4. So
that is.
So, I mean, is what it is. But Mets are a good team. I'm not going to take that away from them. So, yeah. But we'll see you guys back here tomorrow. This is the post-game show. Signing off. See you guys tomorrow.
The Vikings.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone! It's gone! It is Bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe. Go follow.